is Disability Week, and we join the world in recognizing the contributions and leadership of persons with disability under the theme Amplifying Leadership of Persons with Disability for an Inclusive and Sustainable Future. On NTV Seeds of Gold, we believe in showcasing the stories that inspire and empower. So today we revisit a story of Gerald, a seasoned entrepreneur in Uganda's coffee value chain and whose work transcends the cup, proving that inclusive leadership and sustainable practices go hand in hand. They say never meet your heroes. Well, this is one hero you want to meet. Join us as we welcome Mr. Gerald Katabazi, who has embraced people with disabilities. In a moment. So we get to meet Gerald, and boy, is he one exceptional character, changing lives. Where we see disability, you see ability. So it's nice to have you on the show.
Me too. Glad to be with you.
Now, a couple of years ago, we met you.
Yes.
And we were profiling strictly the coffee, the world of coffee. Today, we are looking at the lives you are changing with coffee. You're using coffee as a language.
Yes.
So many people see disabled people and they see a group of people that are to be left behind. You see otherwise.
Yes. Well, my name is Gerald Katabazi. I'm the CEO and founder at Volcano Coffee Academy. And at the academy, we are having amazing work that we're doing. While doing this, we are saying we are leaving no one behind. So I'm glad that I'm being hosted by NTV once again, which is my home of storytelling, and also to share my views to the world and what it means like to impact others using the available resources like coffee.
I see. So where did you derive the inspiration?
First and foremost, I'm a social and economic entrepreneur. Being a social and economic entrepreneur is all about making money. But on the other side of the world, there's nothing like shows that you can become wealthy when others are left behind.
Yeah.
So it's from that inspiration part that really made me who I am today. And I'm happy that to share this story because, I mean, it's a story that is creating impacts within the communities where I believe that these communities have been marginalized for long, but we are trying to amplify these stories for better.
Yeah.
Thus, beyond the bin.
Well, it is a good slogan, beyond the bin.
Yes.
There's more to it, yes. So I'm looking at the fact that you're using, you've included the disabled in your dream, you know, to see a better Uganda, you know, using coffee.
Coffee, yes.
Yes. And the last time we checked, you had impacted over 1,200 lives.
Yes.
How many are we looking at now?
Since then, actually, when NTV broke the story of this story on how Volcano Coffee is creating more impacts within communities, we've shoot to close now. We are coming to 5,000. Yeah, we are coming to 5,000, meaning that the story actually attracted more to even those who are not disabled.
Yes.
So since we're a social enterprise, we had to make sure that we get back on the drawing board. Then we had to come up with a work plan.
Of course.
To make sure that we leave no one behind.
Yes.
So that's how we are moving, and the numbers keep multiplying.
Yes.
Good enough that we are managing, and one of the advantages that make us do this is because that we have the raw material at the source.
Yeah.
So I mean, we don't need to import it. So it's a matter of making a call to one of the producers, and then they deliver beans, and then we're able to educate the others. That's it.
Yes. So are they all farmers, aspiring farmers, or we are looking at people strictly in value addition?
Volcano Coffee works with close to 488 active coffee farmers. These are smallholder farmers. These are smallholder farmers that live life without purpose. So we are trying to repurpose. We are trying to repurpose their mindsets.
Yes.
We are telling them what to do exactly, and we are telling them to immediately begin realizing on areas where they have been put their focus, especially like to be regarded as commercials.
Yes.
So commercials, we are saying no more commercials, and we are trying to shift them to specialty destinations.
Yes.
So it's a concept that is aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals. If you're familiar with the SDGs that we're working on with.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that will impact so many lives.
Definitely.
And we're looking at farmers countrywide, are we not?
We are looking at, right now we are currently working in 2 active regions.
Yes.
That's Uganda, Central Region, the home of Robusta's coffee.
Yes.
Then Elgon Mountain Region, the home of Arabica coffees.
Of course.
Combined total farmers, we have 488 active ones.
Yeah.
So that's it. And besides that, the incubation hub houses 145 other startups.
Really?
Startups, I mean, like, these are the young people who are passionate, aggressive to do entrepreneurship, but they don't know how. So what we do, we welcome them to our hub, put their registration particulars in our records. Then we help them on R&D, market linkages, where we can.
Yeah.
And where we cannot, we have partners that we work with, like PSFU, MasterCard, Outbox, that really help us to streamline their challenges better.
Now you're working with disabled, who
Yes.
not only mean those with who are, have trouble with movement, but we are looking at people with who are speech impaired, you know, hearing impaired.
Yes,
How do you work with them?
Yeah,
because I'm quite sure a good number of the admin do not understand, you know, can't speak ASL.
Being a social entrepreneur, for me, I look at every challenge as an opportunity, not in regard that I'm using this kind of particular individuals to for gains. No, these are the young people that come with their friends. They come with their normal friends of theirs. So when they reach in the academy, they are inspired. So first of all, the first case I had when we had started an academy, I had to. We of course made a call, and then the normal young people came in, and eventually they came with two young disabled. Those are the deaf with the hearing questions. Yeah. So immediately, funny part, this I went on to study how their characters, you know, their characters moves ahead, actually moves ahead of us. Yeah. By the way, I am aware that they have 7 senses. They are very sensitive people. So immediately we were giving an orientation to the normal youth during the trainings. One of them immediately started looking at the machine, admiring the machine, and pressing the machine. So with no any training or orientation about the coffee machine as an intro, she's called Patience Nashua. Immediately after doing that, I called her, and then I had to call the admin, and then we interviewed her, because my admin is a translator, so studied sign language, so talks with them frequently. So after interviewing that girl, Patience, that was in 2022, she immediately accepted. I contacted the mom in Chivuli, and the mom accepted, like, she let her be integrated into the program. We moved on with her, skilled her, until she even made it, and she became one of the trainers. Now, there was a call of Miss Deaf, National Miss Deaf participation, and she applied, and she became a Uganda National Miss Deaf barista. So through her influence again, the message had to spread within her communities. And then when it spread into her communities, well, I had to embrace it as an entrepreneur and make sure that I had a separate package for them. And here we are. We have so far closed about 25 young people of the same character within our academy. This year we won an award, thanks, as the National Coffee Youth Academy for the Deaf. Congratulations to Volcano Coffee.
Congratulations. Indeed. Well, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to say it and believe it. Well, we are going to meet one or some of the people affiliated with this program. Don't go away.
Hello, I'm happy to be on this show, Seeds of Gold. My name is Ajari Anne Truth, and I work with Volcano Coffee Academy, located in Nakawa, behind Total. Yeah. So I'm an admin at Volcano Coffee. Yeah, and this is my colleague. I work with her. She's a deaf. Yeah, she's called Anyango Phoebe Joanita. She's a barista, and I'm sure she's also glad to be here with us. So now she's pretty inviting all the deaf, all people of her kind to come and join us and still study barista courses. We are free and we invite all of them to come study. It's not only that, it's not considered that since you're deaf, you have nothing to do or you can't do anything, you're not capable of anything. You have a chance and you're capable of doing what you can do. So we are open and we're free to you. We even teach roasting. In case you're interested, you can come and learn. We are free. Our hands are open to you. She's just excited to be here, and she was given the opportunity to also showcase what she can. She's a barista and she's an amazing person. I can never tell because she can do the work. She does the arts, she does all the latte arts, cappuccinos, the brewing coffee, and she's such an awesome person, cooperative, hardworking. You all there, those who know, those who are deaf, you can come and join us. Okay, she's just saying she just felt interested in learning about a barista, what are the duties of a barista, what does it take. She got attracted to that, so that's when she came in to join us at Volcano. She just has to communicate with them by writing. So in case there is a problem or any misunderstanding, she comes to me, then I help her. I help the client out so that they can be on the same page. Yeah. So
We'll take a short commercial break, and when we return, it's Bukola Chemical Industries with your farming opportunities. Born into a coffee-growing family, Gerald's love for coffee began at an early age. While his parents introduced him to the crop, he took it a little bit further, studying the intricacies of coffee production and dreaming of transforming Uganda's coffee industry.
I was born in a coffee-growing farming family, and then while growing up as a young person, I used to see my parents harvest coffee and then put it on taplings, dry it, and then end up taking it to the milling stations for processes and then trade. So while catching up with life, I discovered I used to pass by one of the milling stations in Kasese, and that is at Bakwanyi, coffee milling station near Total. So I used to see women scattered, seated in the verandas, hand picking. So I was concerned and picked interest to what exactly they were doing. So after a while, as a young person, also developing that that concern in coffee, I was brought to Kampala with it. So reaching in Kampala, my uncle in Najanankumbi had a food restaurant and takeaway. So I used to serve coffee often, and cold drinks like beers, etc. So I happened to be serving one of the customers who used to work at Uganda Coffee Development Authority. It's where the coffee career started from. I'm the first coffee barista to actually help the government of Rwanda establish itself along the supply of specialty coffee destinations. So after my contract with the Rwandan government, then I came back and established Volcano Coffee in 2014. So that's, that's the journey I can give, and that's how we've been going step by step to ensure that we are one of the leading coffee brand in Uganda.
Gerald didn't just want to succeed, but rather have others grow with him. At Volcano Coffee, inclusivity is a policy and a mission. Over the years, Gerald has trained over 1,500 coffee baristas, many of whom are young people and persons with disabilities, offering them sustainable livelihoods because he simply believes in giving everyone a chance to thrive. With this, opportunities are being created for those who might otherwise be left behind.
What you see here, these are the young people from the special interest group that we work with. These people, they are born with the other illness attachments. They can't talk. However, we are using the commodity coffee to see that their lives are improved. How are they improved? We teach them to bread. After grading this coffee, we are going to take it to the roasting facility or the coffee roaster. From the roasting point, we grind and then be able to brew. What we brew, these are normal modern coffee specialty beverages like cappuccino, lattes, cafe mocha, etc. We are doing this using the commodity that we farm right here in Uganda.
The journey hasn't been without its challenges. From managing post-harvest quality to addressing gaps in sustainable farming programs, Gerald has faced obstacles head-on, always with an inclusive mindset.
Lack of sustainable programs at the origins is one of the hindrances that are really, or is one of the challenges that affects, especially the young startups in Uganda in coffee. So, of course, coffee is not a commodity for the cheap people, for the poor people. It's a commodity that is so expensive. It's a commodity that needs a huge investment, working capital to inject in, so that you can be able to have a leveled ground. And when we talk of quality, of course, you need to invest in equipment. Other challenges, of course, are associated with at the consumption level, because we don't have full-fledged coffee academies. That the ones we have, well, they are trying, because they're exposing this. How about if we look into different angles and then see how can collectively set ourselves into that direction, and then begin confronting these challenges together. So you find XY is holding a coffee academy, XY is holding a coffee shop, but what is in that coffee shop?
Quality is very key in coffee production, and it starts with empowering farmers. So Gerald and his team educate them on the best practices to ensure the coffee competes on the global stage. And they make sure that everyone has a role to play in this success.
And how we do this? Through the identified crops or individuals at smallholder farm gates levels, we have an education platform under Volcano Coffee that skills them on the post-harvest quality milling. Before the produce is purchased from these farmers, we make sure that we've taken that farmer through a proper crop commodity management. We analyze it using our standardized moisture meters that we've actually gone beyond to share with them, or to give them on a certain arrangement. Then they're able to produce a moisture content commodity that we really need, that is going to well align with our coffee roasting utility, because we have a first of its kind, a good coffee roaster that has sensors. Our coffee roaster does not roast coffee above 13 MC and does not go below 9. So that's how it is calibrated. So quality management is top of our priority along the supply and coffee value chain management.
Gerald's leadership exemplifies the theme of this Disability Week. We say this because his approach to agriculture is reshaping perceptions, showing that inclusivity drives innovation and growth.
Talk of impacts. And these coffee baristas, a few of them, they are working here in Uganda because we do job placements, because since we are into a roasting business, we encounter a lot of customers outside who are looking for a fresh roasted bean, and we're the best in roasting. So now The others are, are exported. We don't, I'm not sorry to use the word export, but they are taken abroad. Say for instance, UAE is using a huge chunk of our baristas here. So UAE is one of them. And good news that we have also teamed up with Starbucks, a United States of America coffee corporation that is now willing to tap our trained coffee baristas in Uganda. So this is a mileage that we've created. We've so far sent one coffee brewer in Boston, and you know she's showing hope. She's telling me that there's hope that we can still do better as a nation.
To the youth and persons with disabilities out there, Gerald says that agriculture is full of opportunities, so do not let the situation hold you back. Start small, learn constantly, and always focus on quality.
One word for Ugandan youth out there: stay with hope. Discover yourself, and if you can, please join the coffee sector, because there are massive opportunities. Because I'm talking this from the point of experience. I've met several youth who are now getting actually into the value chain, especially at the value addition point, and you know they are selling because you know they have an advantage of the technology, social media, WhatsApp. You know they share, so I keep encountering them, and then I also I mentor them, because I'm I'm in the same age bracket, so it's coffee that can help you wherever you are. Please tap the story, and then let's have it amplified for the better.
Well, that's all we had for you today. Join us again next week as we go back to the home of the Mountains of the Moon. Do not forget to celebrate leaders like Gerald, who are shaping a better future for so many people with disabilities. From them, we learn that determination can turn any challenge into a stepping stone for success. Want to join the conversation? Simply scan that QR code on your screen and you'll be with us. Or join the poll question debate on X, aka Twitter, #NTV Seeds of Gold.